Welcome, everybody. This is Frank, Everything Black. We're talking about federal workers missing a paycheck. Blame it on the Democrat. Blame it on your Democrats. Remember them at the poll. That's all I got to say. When you get ready to vote for them, just remember 'em. So let me add a little music in here. Yeah, I think I want that. I'll take that. Just about the mood I'm in tonight. How y'all doing tonight? Everything going well with you? I hope so. But for the federal workers, things not going so well. So I'm gonna lower my music down. Like I say, thank y'all for joining me tonight. We're gonna get started, okay?
In those lines of the food bank and who do have a message to the country. Shamir Cooper, a contract specialist working for the federal government, Summer Kirksick, a contractor for the Department of Commerce, and Pamela Carter, a assistant for the Agriculture. I'm glad that you're today. The sham, we've heard about it from the politicians, what they are not doing, what they are.
Notice this is a all women's panel. Let me back it up a little bit. It would have been nice for him to grab a man, there are men out there. There are men that are federal workers who are not making a paycheck to paycheck, who are missing a check. I had it on my last show. I believe it was a guy on there with braids that had been working, and all of a sudden he didn't get a check, and he had to go to the food bank. Now, that's very humiliating, if I can say that word right. That's very degrading. And when you're working, you're on a job, and you have to go and ask for unemployment, or you got to go and ask for food stamps, EBT, and then you find out that they not giving nobody nothing. Then you have to go to the food bank, and you have to get by off of that. They have only so much per person. So it's really a hard time for people, especially black people. Like I say, all they need is 5 Democrats, and hey, everybody get paid. Now, those 5 people, whether you voted for them, they live in your district or whatever, they're not going. And when they don't go up there to go ahead and get that vote in, you starve. You don't get a paycheck. Now, either they cold or you love being in pain. One of the two. I think that Professor Black Truth talked about that Black people love being in pain. They love being abused. They enjoy that. When you go to church and this preacher is in a suit and got a nice car, and you've been praying for one, and you've been hoping for one, and you give him your hard-earned check that you work for, hoping to get a blessing from God. Ain't that something? That's something mental there. That's somebody who is used to being abused. The preacher gonna leave in his brand new ride. He going to his brand new home, his luxury home, and you going to your little apartment. People take that 10%, invest in yourself. Put that 10% or that tithe, whatever you're doing with it, give it to yourself. Pay yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you good first. Okay? Forget that preaching and all that other stuff. I mean, I don't know what these people are doing for the black community, but it ain't much.
Kirksick, a contractor for the Department of Commerce, and Pamela Carter, a program assistant for the Department of Agriculture. I'm glad that you're all here today. We have been talking about the shutdown. We've heard about it from the politicians, what they are not doing, what they are doing, more what they are not doing. But I want to talk to the people who are most impacted by it, because that's who I want to hear from. That's why I'm glad you're here. I bet stand. Like,
well, it's not easy. It's definitely stressful, given the fact that I'm a contractor. Like you said, I don't get back pay, and I haven't gotten a paycheck since the end of September.
She haven't got a paycheck since the end of September. And this is a contractor for the government. You know how black people are like, man, if I can just get a contract with the government, boy, that'll be all I need. Man, look, you have to be more valuable than that. You want the government chasing you to give you a check. You want people chasing you to write you a check. You see what I'm saying? If you're going around trying to chase a job or a contract, look what happened. It flips on you sometime. Now what you gonna do? You have to make sure that you are able to do other things outside of just one thing. Okay, like I have a main job, but I do other things. I invest in myself. Okay? You must invest in yourself. Giving that preacher your money or going to the clubs on Saturday nights, Friday nights, whatever. You know, twerking all damn weekend and then going to church on Sundays. Man, that's some wild shit there. I don't know what kind of God y'all serve. If you can go party on Saturday night, then turn around, wake up in the morning, go to church, which that's the most segregating day in America, on Sundays at 10 o'clock. And I'm telling you, this religious thing it's dead now. And I don't want to shit on nobody's beliefs, but it's dead. You got to invest in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. And if there's something after you die, then amen. You deserve to go to whatever it is, because you have done everything you can do for yourself. In return, you bless others. When you get blessed, bless somebody else. That's the way I look at things. When I get some resources and I'm good, I go find somebody who don't have the fortunes that I have, and I'll look out for them. I introduce them to a business. I'll tell them to invest in yourself. Go to this little class this week. Instead of going to the club this week, go to this class this week. Some of y'all are doing the things y'all love, and then you go celebrate. You go fuck it up, fuck off the money. But that's what y'all do. I'll be damn if I'm 50 years old and I'm still going to the clubs on the weekend. That's crazy. But people do that, and I can't trip with them. Some people gotta celebrate. I mean, you might have a milestone that you accomplish and you want to celebrate. Fine and dandy. I'm not here to shit on your parade. I just want you to look out for times like these.
And, I think a common misconception that I see a lot of people had from the CNN article that was posted yesterday is that we don't have savings accounts, or, oh, you guys have, it's like, why don't you dip into that? But I feel like that's missing the point. It's the fact that we have to. I mean, it's great that I do. That's why you have a savings account. But again, like, it's the premise of it. But it's a stressful time because, rent's coming up. And unfortunately, like, that deadline.
When you hear people talking like this, they are broke. It's not that much in savings. Ain't no saving. These people are going through some drama, going through some things right now. This is the part that can break you. You have to be strong. You have to know, hey, this might not turn out so good. I gotta be prepared when you're working and you're getting a paycheck. You have to be preparing yourself because the storm gonna come. No matter what you do in life, something gonna trip you up. And the part of after you've been tripped up, you got to get up. You know what I mean? You got to get back up. So many times I fall or I fail or I'm working on something, it ain't coming out right. It ain't turning out right. I might do a video, I get 1 view, or I might get 0 views. You see what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. You got to keep doing what you believe. You got to keep working hard. You got to keep punching till you get to that other side, to where you want to be. And then once you get there, you still, as a man, you still got to go out and get it again. You got to get as many resources as you can, because you want money coming in after death, not just only while you're here. You want money coming in after death for your family, your kids to enjoy, or your organizations to enjoy. You know what I mean? You want to, make a way for people. You want your resources to last longer than you. So getting that nice paycheck and going to get these expensive clothes and all this jazzle dazzle, that's cool. But make sure that when things go bad, you're good. You know what I'm saying? These good people here, these ladies here wasn't expecting this. But like I always say, blame the Democrat.
You got to pay it at some point. My car insurance, that's also going to be coming up, along with, some of the daily stuff like groceries, maybe some other things that I need. So definitely a bit stressful time right now.
And the idea of no back pay, it's not like it's coming all of a sudden to recoup for what you are losing. Right. You guys are both nodding. This must be very real to you as well.
Yes, pretty much. I'm working also. Well, I'm not working, and I'm not receiving pay. I haven't received pays for almost 2 weeks. I think this will be my first completely missed. We got a partial check before, but partial means that, hey, you're not getting everything that you need. And some of the bill collectors have been slow to pick up that we're going through this furlough and that we might need extra time, or that we might miss.
But these women are hurting inside, I hope they got husbands. I always try to stress that women, if you don't have one, you better find one. You better get a man. his presence is everything. His standing beside you and working with you, supporting you. I mean, these women need husbands right now to support them through whatever they're going through right now. They need men. They need a man friend right now. You know, they need stability somewhere. They're running out. The funds are running out. You know, ladies, if you find a man is a prize. And I ain't talking about the ones y'all been dating that you don't want. I'm talking about the men that you do want. You know what a man is. Getting things accomplished, resourceful, always looking for more resources. You know, at the club every now and then just to, you know, have a little joy. But I'm not talking about the ones that's at the club every week. I'm talking about the ones that's, you know, celebrating every now and then off of a win, you know. But this is not good. These are black women. I haven't heard one of them mention, hey, my husband got me, you know, until this thing clear up. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for y'all to find a good man, just working, just getting it. You know, you need him making six figures for real. You know, right now you need him making 200,000-300,000. You need to find one like that, but you got to be feminine. You got to be, you know what I mean, acceptable. You got to be coachable. You know what I'm saying? Can't have none of that crazy talk going on. But anyway, these are tough times. We need black men and black women together to support y'all through these disappointing times.
This, and they don't have anything set up for us.
Which means your credit score could be impacted,
Right,
future plans, let alone the harassment. I've had bill collectors call me before.
Right.
I mean, the harassment that comes, the stress that comes with that's very difficult.
Yes. So, I mean, you know, it's a lot that we have to think about, being these furloughed federal employees. So we're just trying to navigate this whole process and trying to stay afloat.
How do you feel about this?
Pretty much how they feel.
This lady here finna break it all the way down. It's hitting her harder than both of them. This sister she gonna go in about her situation, and she's not just going in, you know, based off her situation. She's feeling the impact. You can really feel it. It's in their eyes. I feel their pain, you know. But I always say, blame your Democrats. I'm pretty sure these ladies are Democrats. CNN is a Democrat show. When y'all watch that, you just might well know that this is Democrat. You got to know that they're going to give you a bunch of bull. The Republican, what is that? FM, what is it for the Republicans? Man, I'm sitting up here having a brain fart. But you know the Republican TV channel. They talk Republican talk. CNN talk Democrat talk. You got to know the difference. Neither one of them do shit for us. And you got black women right here going through it. So that's why I say, you can take your money to the preacher. That's on y'all. but I'm putting my money in investing in me to improve myself so I can help my people. Right? We need to start helping our people, investing with us, getting our paper together so when time comes, we can help others. You know what I'm saying? So we all need to come up, fellas. We need to be up for these ladies right here. So they gonna need a man right about now. They gonna need a man with resources. So you guys need to keep digging and digging. Get past your 100,000, get past the 200,000, get 300,000. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep working till we reach a meal ticket, and we can look back and help. Reach back and grab somebody and pull them up, and continue on with the fight. It don't stop for black men. We got to keep moving, got to keep grooving. Okay, so we can help sisters like this. We can be there. We can, if we choose to put the sister on.
Fortunately, I'm not a contractor, so I will be getting paid, hopefully.
Someday.
Someday, right? Like, there's no end in sight, and that's quite. This is my third shutdown. I've been with the federal government for quite a few years. 38 to be exact. 31st of this month, actually.
The third shutdown you've had.
It is.
Does it make you not want to continue with the work?
It does. But, and everyone's like, oh, just find another job. I have 38 years invested in the federal government. So, yeah, maybe I'll just go work at CVS because that will satisfy.
This lady has put in 38 years. And I think she said it's her fifth one or something like that. 38 years. Now she got to hope and pray. She got 4 more years to retirement, and she can live a basic life. Her basic life. Remember, cost of living comes and interest rate, bam, it eat up whatever she's been worked them 38, 40 years for, it's gonna eat it up. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that. You're gonna drive that same car you have for the next 10, 20 years. It's already 5, 6 years old. We have to plan for the future. We have to know that one retirement ain't gonna do it. You gotta have multiple resources. So please invest in yourself. Please look into real estate, stocks, investments, the money markets, futures, IT, trucking. I mean, it'll give you guys a boost. Air conditioning, heating, plumbing. You know what I'm saying? Look into the essential things that people need and invest in yourself in that. So, man, I hate to hear that she's put in 38 years. Probably single, fellas. Do she qualify for you? Y'all gonna open the door, open up the panels? Man, she went through it, didn't she? Send it this again. She went through it. That sister named some things that she got going on. Now her daughter is in college. Blame the Democrats. That's what I say. Blame the Democrat. Maybe let y'all hear this again. Yeah, listen to what she say. My internet messing up again, y'all. Let me back it up a little bit. Hoping and praying. Guys, we can't live off that. Can't live off hopes and prayers. We got to get other resources. We got to invest in ourselves. Hoping and praying, we got to get away from that. I'm talking to the men now. You know, sisters gonna do that. But men, we can't do that. We can't rely on that. We got to get it moving fast. We got no time to play. That's my internet, y'all. It's slowing down. I just want y'all to hear what she had to say. She gonna, like I say, talk about her daughter in college, and people asking her what can they do. She said, have some cash. Democrats, you only need to send 5 people in this whole thing so that these ladies can get their check. The Democrats don't care. They just need to send 5 people. They don't care if these sisters are starving. They don't care if these sisters got bills. They don't care if these sisters got kids in college. They don't care if these sisters don't have a husband. They don't care if the family starve. They don't care if the kid can't go to daycare because you can't pay. They don't care if your lights get cut off. They don't care if you don't have gas to get to the job that you're not getting paid at right now. They don't care if you don't have food on the table. I mean, all they need to do is send 5 damn Democrats in there to sign the papers so we can get paid. So federal workers can get their papers. So The mothers don't have to worry about gas and electric and all that. They're already stressed out enough. This lady got a daughter in college. They got car note due, car insurance due. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me. This is Frank Bland with Everything Black. Missing paychecks. Y'all come back and join us next week or for the next episode.